Hello students, welcome to maths class. So we are dealing with the differential equations. So within 2 classes we will complete this differential equations. So actually in your textbook homogeneous equations are there, linear equations are there, but they are reduced from the syllabus. So in your syllabus you are having variable separable method. So from this topic you are going to get one 2 marks question, one 4 marks question, one 7 marks question. Okay, so come on, now today we will solve one 2 marks question, one 7 marks question. Okay, so now first what is the given differential equation? Okay, so given differential equation is, what is the given differential equation? It is y square minus x dy by dx is equal to ay plus a into dy by dx. Okay, so try to write dy by dx terms together. Y means here we are having 1 dy by dx, here we are having 1 dy by dx. So try to write dy by dx terms together and the remaining terms together. So here dy by dx is negative now, so better send this to that side and bring this term to this side. So what happens? Y square minus ay is equal to x dy by dx plus a dy by dx. Okay, so we can take dy by dx common, isn't it? So this side we can take y common, this side we can take dy by dx common. So take y common, then it is y minus a. Okay, and here if we take dy by dx common, right, so it is dy by dx. Okay, so if you observe, these are the x terms and downwards dx is there. These are the y terms. Y terms always should come along with dy. So dy is this side. So we have to send y terms to that side so that they will come along with the dy and bring these x terms to this side. So what happens? Here it is multiplying. If you bring this side, it will divides, right? So 1 by x plus a dx is equal to 1 by y into y minus a dy. Okay, so you consider this as equation number 1. So how we can separate this? Y into y minus a is there. This is okay. 1 by x plus a, no problem, right? So actually once they are separated, we'll take the integral. But how we can take the integral? This is no problem. Directly we are having standard form. Here it is y into y minus a. So by using partial fractions, first of all we have to separate these values, right? So come on, how we can take that one? 1 by y into y minus a, sorry, small a it is, right? So y minus a can be taken as, according to the partial fractions, there is a rule, each linear factor should be taken as some constant by that one, a by y plus b by y minus a. Okay, you consider this as your second equation. Now try to get your a and b values. How we will get our a and b values? 1 by y into y minus a, and here y into y minus a into y minus a plus b into y. So y minus a, y into y minus a cancels. Now put y is equal to a in this equation, right? In this third equation, right? In 3. What happens? This will be 0. A minus a, right? 0. 0 into a, 0. So you will have 1 is equal to b into, in y place we have to take a. Then what will be your b now? 1 by a is equal to b. Okay. Similarly, put y is equal to 0 in third equation. So what happens? This will get cancelled. Actually, we have to take y values in such a manner. One term should cancel, another term we should get it. See, if we substitute y is equal to a, this a term will get cancelled. You got your b value. Now our b term should cancel. Like that we have to select our y value. That's why I have taken y is equal to 0. So 0 into b term will get cancelled and you will get your a value, right. So 0 minus a is minus a, right. You will have 1 is equal to a into minus a. So minus a. So a is equal to 1 by minus a minus 1 by a we can write. Therefore, what will be your equation 2? Therefore, equation 2 will be, what happens? What is your equation 2? 1 by y into y minus a is equal to a is minus 1 by a by y, right, plus b is 1 by a into y minus a. Okay, this is your equation 2. If we get equation 2, we can write our equation 1. Then 1 will be, right, then 1 will be, what happens to your first equation? Come on, it will be integral 1 by x plus a into dx is equal to integral, instead of a, minus, right, 1 by a by y, next plus b, that is 1 by a by y minus a, okay, into dy. Separate it. This is log, standard form, log of x plus a, standard integral formula. Integral 1 by x plus a is equal to log of x plus a. And here we can write this as minus 1 by a is constant, it is 1 by y dy. Similarly, 1 by a, right, constant, it is 1 by y minus a dy. Okay, so is equal to minus 1 by a log y. It is standard formula again. Integral 1 by x dx is log x, right, plus 1 by a log of y minus a. Okay, so we can take 1 by a. Once all the integrals are over, we have to take integral constant and see all values are in terms of log. So we have to take integral constant also in terms of log, right, that is log c. Okay, so now 1 by a is equal to, first you write positive term log of y minus a and minus log y, okay, plus log c. Log m minus log n is log m by n. There is a formula, standard formula, log of y minus a by y plus log c. Okay, which formula we used? Log m minus log n is equal to log m by n. Okay, next again log m and m log a, right, is equal to log a to the power of m. One formula is there. So 1 by 2 log of this one is equal to log of y minus a by y to the power of 1 by a plus log c. So log m plus log n is log m into n. So is equal to log of y minus a by y to the power of 1 by a into c is equal to log of x plus a. Okay, so if log a is equal to log b, we can write a is equal to b. So here it is x plus a is equal to y minus a by y to the power of 1 by a into c. Okay, is the required solution for your 7 marks problem. So we applied so many formulas here, but all are simple formulas. Log m minus log n is log m by n, right? And m log a can be taken as log a to the power of m, right? After that again we have taken log m plus log n is equal to log of m into n. These formulas, all the 3 logarithmic formulas we used in this problem. Okay, so even partial fractions, this is partial fractions is a topic in 2a, right? So in 2a, 1 4 marks topic is there, partial fractions, how we will divide the given value into partial fractions. So here 1 by y into y minus a is divided by using partial fractions. For each linear factor we have to take one fraction like this, constant by that value plus constant by that value. Then simplify and try to get your a and b values. Okay, so how we will get a and b values means we have to select y in such a way that one term should remain and another term should cancel. So first I have taken y is equal to a, so that what happens, a minus a 0, 0 into a 0, a will get cancelled and b a will be there, right? So 1 is equal to b a, with that you will get your b value. Again you substitute y value in such a manner that b should cancel and you should get a. So you take your y value is equal to 0, 0 into b 0. So here you will have a into 0 minus a, right? So it is 1 is equal to minus a, right? So capital A is equal to minus 1 by a. Okay, so after that your second equation, in a place b place you substitute, in a place minus 1 by a and in b place 1 by a. Okay, so y by y minus a. Okay, so after that if you observe, your first equation will be in this place we have taken that partial fractions. Okay, after that we applied the integral separately. Okay, so then both are in standard form. It is integral 1 by x form. Integral 1 by x is log x. Instead of x we are having y. Already I said so many times, formulas generally will be in terms of x. Instead of x we can have any value. X is general value. Instead of x we can have y, we can have z, we can have t, right? So here we are having y. So integral 1 by y is log y and integral 1 by y minus a is log of y minus a. Okay, so and if you observe this, first I have taken 1 by a is common, and first I have taken positive term, then I have taken negative term. Now it is of the form log m minus log n form. If it is log m minus log n, we can take log m by n. Okay, so after that once the integral is completed, we have to write integral constant c. All values are in terms of log, so compulsory we have to take the integral constant also in terms of log only. So it is log c. Okay, so then what happens, it is of the form log m plus log n, right? So log m plus log n is log m into n. Before going to that, we are having m log a form also, right? M log a can be taken as log a to the power of m. So log a to the power of m form we have taken. After that, if we are having log a is equal to log b, then we can write a is equal to b. That's why log of this is equal to that one, means your x plus a is equal to y minus a by y to the power of 1 by a into c is the required equation. Okay, so now come to the second question. Second question is very easy question, 2 marks question, and 1 second question it is right. See, observe, dy by dx is there, and that side 1 plus y square means y terms, downwards 1 plus x square x terms. So y term should come along with dy, x term should come along with dx. So come on, dy is this side, so you bring this 1 plus y square, that is upwards, it will be reverses if we send this side, right. First you write given differential equation, that is formality compulsory we have to do in our maths, right. Given differential equation is, what is that? It is dy by dx is equal to, it is 1 plus y square by 1 plus x square. Okay, so you bring that y terms this side, it will be 1 by 1 plus y square dy is equal to 1 by 1 plus x square dx. Once variables are separated, just take the integral. Now it is a standard form, isn't it? So it is tan inverse y. I think now you know very well about all these formulas, right? Since from integrals we are applying all these formulas. In integrals we applied, in definite integrals we applied, in this differential equations also we are applying. So you should be perfect with the formulas. We are doing third topic based on these formulas. Okay. So is equal to tan inverse x plus c. So come on, we can write this as tan inverse y minus tan inverse x is equal to c is the required answer, required solution of this question. Okay, so observe carefully, this one is very simple, even small kid can also just separate the variable and take the integral, means dy is this side, so bring the y terms to this side, and x terms are that side, here dx is downwards and that side always, right, y terms into dy, x terms into dx. Once they are separated, apply the integral, you will get your answer. Okay, and again standard formula form, after the variable separable, after separating the variables, after applying the integrals, if you simplify, they will come into your formula form, standard formula form, any one of the formula form of the integral. So if you are perfect, you can easily solve this differential equations. Actually, after solving integrals, you will feel little bit easy with the definite integrals. After solving those two chapters, this will be very easy for you. Okay, so here in the first question, if you observe, 2 dy by dx terms are there. That's why we have to write dy by dx terms together. So here this is negative, so that's why send the other side. Okay, after that you take your dy by dx common. Okay, so then we have to do our variable separable form. If you observe, these are the x terms, these are the y terms. From this we can take y common, isn't it? So then we can write 1 by of this. That means along with the dx, x term should come, along with the dy, y terms should come. Once it is over, this is okay, this is in our standard form, but this is not okay. This is different, 1 by y into y minus a. By using partial fractions, we have to separate these two values. So how we can take? We will take 1 by y into y minus a is equal to, first linear factor is y, another linear factor is y minus a. For each linear factor, we have to take one partial fraction. How we have to take the partial fraction? One constant by that variable. Another linear factor, how we have to take? Some constant by that linear factor. Now solve it, right? Both will get cancelled and try to get your a and b values. Okay, how we will get a and b values means, first you have to select y value in such a manner that one term will get cancelled, you will get your b value. So I have taken here y is equal to a, so that a minus a, 0, 0 into a, 0. So this a term will get cancelled. So b a will be there. We want small a, right? We want a b value. So 1 is equal to ba. So b is equal to 1 by a. Again we have to substitute y value in that same equation in such a manner that which term should cancel, b should cancel, and we have to get a. So b should cancel means along with b y is there. So if you take y is equal to 0, 0 into b, 0, 0, your b will get cancelled. That's why you have to take y is equal to 0. Like that we have to select the y terms. Actually, partial fraction is one important topic in your 2A, right? One 4 marks topic. There you will know how to take the a and b values. Okay. So once you got your a value, b value, you substitute that a and b values in this 2, right? And after getting your a and b values this place, we will substitute in first equation. Okay. So after substituting the first equation, it is minus 1 by a. We separated, plus is there in the integral, in between plus is there. We have to take separate integrals, and while taking separate, this is constant, so we have taken outside. This is also constant, we have taken outside. After that, it is integral 1 by y dy. So 1 by y dy is nothing but integral 1 by x dx form, right? And it is a standard form. So instead of x you are having y. Similarly, second one also standard form, integral 1 by x minus a is log of x minus a. Instead of x you are having y there. Okay. So next you take your 1 by a outside, then you will have log of y minus a minus log y. Okay, plus log c. Okay, first you come to here, it is log m minus log n form. Log m minus log n is log m by n. Okay, there is a standard formula. In m place you are having this one, in n place you are having this one, log of m by n. Okay, next plus log c. Now if you observe this one, it is of the form m log a, m into log a. Whenever it is m into log a, we can write that as log a to the power of m. So log, you consider this as a to the power of m plus log c. Again it is of the form log m plus log n, isn't it? Log m plus log n. Log m into n, we have to write log m into n. So now log of this is equal to log of this. If log a is equal to log b, a is equal to b. So that is our answer. Okay. Now come to second one. It is very simple, right? 4th class, 3rd class student, just separate and take the integral, they will do it, right? So these are the y terms, these are the x terms. So y term should come along with the y and x term should come along with the dx. Like that we have to rearrange the problem. Once the problem is rearranged, that means variables are separated, you take the integral on both sides. So integral of this is tan inverse y, this is tan inverse x. So after the completion of integral, we have to write integral constant plus c. That is your answer. Okay. So practice these problems perfectly. So actually differential equations, again in degree first year you are going to get this differential equations, even your integrals, definite integrals, these are the major topics in engineering and degree, right? So calculus is a crucial part in mathematics in higher studies. So don't neglect this one. From the beginning, from the integrals, again and again you practice, right? So you are going to answer 4 questions, 4 long questions from these topics. From integrals, 2 long questions. From definite integral, 1 question. And from differential equations, 1 long question. So you can answer 4 long questions if you are perfect with these 3 topics. Okay. And actually, first, while dealing the integrals, you will feel little bit tough. Y means entirely new topic for you, and all the formulas will be new to you, but after solving integrals your brain will be tuned with the formulas. You can easily solve definite integrals, you can easily solve differential equations, but you should have belief on you, right? So if you are confident you can do the problems, you can do it. Okay, so all your seniors did nicely with this calculus, you also can do it nicely. Okay, so practice these problems perfectly. That's all for today. Have a nice day.